We are celebrating a day of yoga worldwide, and we want to wish you a happy International Yoga Day. There are millions of people who practice yoga and thousands of yoga schools worldwide. But very few people know the history of yoga. Where does it stem from and why it was created in the first place? Namaskar, my name is Jitendra. You are watching Rudrabhishekam Yoga by Jitendra, and today we are going to talk about the history of yoga and the purpose of yoga. For that, let's roll the intro. Many scholars and yogis dispute the starting period of yoga and how it evolved. Often, it is believed that yoga dates back upwards 5,000 years. Others believe it goes back more than 10,000 years. But don't expect to find old paintings of yogis practicing crow pose. Yoga is not quite the same thing it is today that it was back then. The only yoga position that existed more than a few centuries ago was lotus pose. So let's start from Shiva. So the story starts from Shiva. Shiva was the first yogi, and many thousands of years ago, Shiva reached enlightenment in a place called Mount Kailash. The story says that he had 7 disciples who became known as the 7 rishis, or called Sapta Rishis. They are considered the founders of most spiritual tradition in the world. Let's talk about the Bible of Yoga, or the Bhagavad Gita. The Bhagavad Gita was the first spiritual text to declare that anyone could be enlightened in it. The Guru, Krishna, lays out their specific margas or paths of yoga. Each path is unique, but they all lead to one ultimate goal: enlightenment. Enlightenment is the true essence and origin of yoga. The path number 1, called Bhakti Yoga. This is the path of the heart. It is pure love and devotion by faithfully and devotedly loving all beings and following the eternal Creator. You can reach enlightenment via this path. Path number 2, Jnana Yoga. This is the path of the intellect. It is the way of knowledge and wisdom. Studying the ancient scriptures and keenly studying yourself through the practice of self-contemplation and meditation are said to lead you to enlightenment via this path. Path number 3, Karma Yoga. This is the path of work. It is all about selfless service and action. To follow this path, you must devote yourself to your dharma, to your ultimate purpose in the world, and unwaveringly fulfill this purpose. From there, other paths of yoga begin to emerge. After the Bhagavad Gita, many other sacred texts arose from the yogic tradition, like Raja Yoga. The Yoga Sutras, which is called the Raja Yoga, were also written between 400 BC and 200 BC by Patanjali, and this book became a big player in the yoga scene. It was the first time in the history of yoga that the knowledge of the practice was compiled and organized in a comprehensive system. In the Yoga Sutras, yoga was described as an 8-fold path to reach enlightenment. This path became known as the Rajamarga, or royal path, and this is the path of pure meditation or introspection. Number 2, Tantra Yoga. Many centuries after the Yoga Sutras, there was a group of yogis who lived in the forest and developed different ways of quiet the mind and realize the divine. This is when Tantra Yoga became a big player on the scene as well. And despite what you may have heard, Tantra is not all about sex or orgies. Tantra is about balancing our energies, male and female, hot and cold, internal and external. It is actually one of the closest forms of yoga that most of us practice today. Number 3, Hatha Yoga. Because of Tantra emphasize on the body being a holy vessel, the art of caring of the body aroused. The Tantric yogis were having a hard time trying to meditate more than 10 hours a day. so they had to find a solution. They began to observe the movements of animals and nature, and they began to imitate them, stretching their backs like a cat or a dog, standing like a tree, and so on. And thus Hatha Yoga was born. Once the body was stronger and healthier, they could go much deeper. Hatha Yoga is the practice of physical yoga, and this is definitely the closest branch of what most of us practice in the modern world. Do you like watching our content, the videos we create, and the information we put forward? If yes, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. My name is Jitendra. I'll see you some other time with some another video. Till then, take a really good care of yourself and your family. One more time, wishing you a very happy International Yoga Day.